Hey Sagittarius, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for August 31st, 2022. This is for Sagittarius / Shuffle. Alright, let's grab this card that flipped out and I couldn't see it. Okay, we have present power. You have a lot of, okay, your wisdom is your present power. You're wise enough to avoid any kind of confrontation, problems, disaster. This is your wisdom. Well, because honestly, you're on guard. This is like you being on guard. You may have dealt with some people, very much so, very much so. All right, you may have dealt with people, and honestly, it looks like you're always the one that has to be the bigger person in this situation. With the Nine of Wands, this is like, you're always the one that's either being hurt or having to do things by yourself. Like you're always the one helping other people in some way, right? You may not physically be doing all of the work, but it looks like you are doing a lot for people and doing it alone. The Ascendant Masters with the King of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Swords, Eight of Cups, Hanged Man. It's like your wisdom comes from you knowing when to walk away, knowing when you're being. It's like you're wise enough now to know that maybe at some points you may have sabotaged your situation. Sometimes, right? You may have acted too quickly. You may have walked away when you should have stayed. You may have stayed when you should have walked away. I mean, there's a lot going on here where you now look back and go, the moments when I walked away, I should have stayed. And, that kind of thing. It's like you're wiser now and you realize that. So your present power now is that you have been through a lot. Okay, you've persevered on your own and a lot of the lessons you've gone through. But the peace aspect with the Six of Cups and the Hermit is that you look back at the past and you've made your peace with the past, but you've also made your peace with the decisions you made. So this is the whole day looks like, you know what my power is? I already know who I am. And I've used this an analogy many times, but it's like 8 Mile. You know how like when, and I know this movie is inappropriate for some people, I swear, but that one scene I watched when I was like in my early 20s, and back when you were rebellious and whatnot. But he got on stage, and that scene where they were ragging on him all the time, and that was what would shut him down. But then finally he gets up there and he just tells his side of the thing. Like, yeah, I know I'm poor, I'm this, I'm that. What else you got to say? He owns his stuff, and so this looks like you are owning who you are, and that's your power. So you're shutting things down just off of that alone. You can say what you want about me. I'm saying it first. Now what? What do you have to say about yourself, though? That's the issue. Let's tear into you now. And so this is where you are. That's a power. I'm telling you. A lot of people, the power and being self-introspective and being honest is bigger than anything else. The lie is what kills people. And this looks like you're just very honest right now. And that's your power. That's a superpower. Fragmented energy with the Three of Pentacles and Two of Wands. And so you may be all over the place about which direction to go into. Honestly, this is like, what should I do now? But this also looks like you are still you feel like you're a work in progress. And so that's what's got you all over the place, is that you're elevating in many different ways. There's many parts of you that's just like, and many parts of your life that you are changing and you are doing things differently. And so like now you may be unclear about what to do next. I mean, but that's true for anybody. You're back and forth about the changes you're going through too. This looks like you may be back and forth about what to say to people based on the changes you've gone through. Like you're a different person now. You're a happier individual now. You know what I mean? And so it's like, or maybe not even happier, but more aware of yourself. And so you may be back and forth about what to say to people. Knight of Swords is like speaking impulsively. Knight of Pentacles means I've been wanting to say this for a while, right? Or you're like, should I say it? Should I not? Should I be honest? Like I said, when you're honest about yourself and then someone coming to you trying to be like, Sagittarius, and you're like, no, I'm going to tell you about me. And then I'm going to tell you about you. You're back and forth about that. You're not sure whether to do that to people or not, because the wisdom is shown that sometimes you look back and you go, well, you may be questioning yourself too, because back then I didn't know when to hold him. I should have dropped him. I should have folded him when I was holding him, and I should have held him when I was folding him. And so that would be you, like, well, I'm not sure at this point what I should do. So I'm back and forth about what I should have said and what I should say and when I should say it. And that may fragment you because of this Three of Pentacles and Two of Wands, making a decision to what do I work with, which, what do I do, right? What would bring the most harmony for me? And that's the best way to look at it. What would bring the most peace in this situation? Honestly, with the Six of Cups and the Hermit, this is all about the past. Really making your full peace with it. Like, yeah, okay, so I was immature when I was young. Great, okay, so is it? So are billions of other people. Get over it, in a sense, because I'm over me. I'm over what I did. What I did or did not do. Very nice energy here. To be honest with you, I swear this is like, I have the deepest respect for people who can look at themselves and say, you know what, I was wrong. Okay, but I changed, and I can forgive just about anything. Once I could see that that's something that you can do. I'm like, oh, we could work with that. So this is a beautiful energy to have, Sagittarius. I swear. You have Hangman and Hermit here. You have Earth energy, so you could be dealing with any of the Earth signs. But I see Virgo and I see Pisces more than anything. I even see air and a little bit more Earth. Okay, so we see Earth could be Taurus or Capricorn, but and air would be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. But I'm seeing more so because of the majors, Virgo and Pisces here. It doesn't have to be these signs, but that's what's presented. Okay. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.